Hungary has been living in the EU's shadow for a long time. The EU's continual attempts to deprive Hungary of its energy supplies have finally backfired. Top this with Brussels blocking EU's funds to Hungary, and it becomes easy to imagine just how frustrated the latter must be feeling now. Keep watching to dive deeper into the details. Hello and welcome to TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Vedika, and if you haven't subscribed to the TFI Global channel yet, hit the subscribe button right away. The EU is exercising provocative control over the Pandemic Recovery Fund, which is worth 800 billion euros, and another fund that Hungary thought it could use to modernize its infrastructure. Hungary is entitled to approximately 31 billion euros from these funds for the twin purposes of fending off a looming catastrophic recession and controlling skyrocketing inflation. And the country needs these funds right now. The state of affairs in Hungary is slowly turning violent. The EU is not the only entity that Hungary is in conflict with. A feud with the European Commission and Brussels also been simmering. Brussels has been upset with Hungary ever since the latter exercised its veto to stop the oil embargo on Russia to protect its interests. Hungary, in retaliation against this hostile sentiment, recently passed a law that would effectively weaken the EU Parliament's hold over it. The freezing of funds is a sensitive issue for Hungary. They are in a dire need of these funds now, and in case the freezing of funds is a sensitive issue for Hungary, Hungary might soon start having second thoughts about its EU membership. The EU's pro-MEPs are of the opinion that Orban is trying to outsmart the EU. Green MEP Daniel Front said that Orban has repeatedly outsmarted the panel by indicating he will surrender on various issues while planning his next ruse to trick them. Front has said that the funds won't be released by autumn, as a lot of changes have to be taken to restore the rule of law after 12 straight years of Orban government. Our experience has been over a decade that they say they abide, then drop one thing and then they come back through the back door. We have never resolved an issue 100%, one senior EU official told The Guardian. Hungary's ultimate solution lies in the form of a man called Tibor Navracsics, who will be the negotiator-in-chief for the release of these funds. Navracsics has now insisted Hungary could be trusted to make significant improvements as demanded by the EU because we make enough institutional changes and because I am the chief and I can give personal safeguards for that. Brussels has been at loggerheads with Hungary since Budapest used its veto to stop the oil embargo on Russia to protect its need and requirements. Hungary is being sued by the European Commission at the European Court of Justice over an LGBTQ law and a decision to revoke the broadcast license of the last independent radio station in the nation. The Commission is also angry at Hungary for offering reduced fuel prices to vehicles with Hungarian number plates. EU's efforts to make Budapest toe its line have failed spectacularly. The move is seen as a deal breaker for Hungary if the funds aren't released. However, the reason for the blocking funds was aftermath Hungary denied sharing its gas from its reserves. The relentless bullying by EU has annoyed Hungary. Hence, we can say Hungary is only a few $1 billion away from leaving the EU.